welcome back, y'all. Welcome back um, from the Desk of a Sinner. I'm your host. I'm Brandon Trapp. Uh, y'all gotta excuse the background. Still at truck driving school. If you guys follow me on Facebook, um, you would know that. So I'm trying to make do what I can right now. But Merry Christmas to all. It's the 25th of December. Um, you know, so we set aside this time to acknowledge and um, uh, take in the season, the holiday. Um, the birth of Jesus. Although I don't think it's in December, but uh, that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, I want to get on here today. Um, it was actually prompted, and I think this topic should have been discussed a long time ago. And it need to be discussed more in our community as a whole, not just our community. I just everyone should be. This should be one of the foremost things that's talked about. I know of a lot of people in my lifetime that I've come across, that I've met, that has suffered from uh, this exact issue. Um, and you just jump into it. The thing that is so taboo: rape, rape. This is very dear to me because I have two daughters and a son. Not saying just women are just the only victims of it, but they're the most targeted. Happen way more than it does for men. Um, and it's not crazy for a man to call. I mean, that's society tells you, a man can't be raped. How strong you are, yeah. But you look at a scenario as if you're in an executive position. You want to move up the corporate ladder, and your CEO is a female, someone who you absolutely not attracted to, and you're forced to do that. That's right. That's right. You're forced to, you hit the ultimatum. You know, that's just a small one. But today I wanted to get into a little bit, a little bit of stats. I'm a stat guy. I like to pull the numbers, and we all know, or we probably, I'm getting out ahead of myself. We probably don't all know, but rape generally is by someone who knows you. It's rarely ever from somebody who don't know you at all. Females become brutalized by the people they know, people that are close to them. So that's one thing. That's one thing that says a lot. That says a lot. Your own predator can be in your bloodline. It's terrible. That's terrible. Okay. First starting out, like again, like I always give my disclaimer, I'm no license anything. I'm up here trying to get my license. I really am. I'm trying to get my CDL. So, yeah. So I'm not licensed anything, but yeah. The topic is it need to be addressed. Okay. Starting out, most women who become or have been victims of rape, a lot of them feel like it's their fault. That's when they're like, oh, well, I shouldn't have been wearing this, or uh, I shouldn't have been going by this way or walking like I walk, or my body shouldn't be shit. No, because all it is, self blame is a coping mechanism. When you self blame yourself, you're using it to cope. Like, so you're taking the pressure off the person with the kind of like the issue lies with, it's their fault. The fault lies with that man that performed that, or a woman, that performed that. So to help yourself not stay in that state, you will blame yourself. It's easy to blame yourself, like, well, that's my fault. No, but it's not. It's not. A person's build, a person's attraction, it should never yield unwarranted by force or not by force. Rape, assault, sexual assault. It should never warrant that, and you're never to blame for someone raping you. It's easy to say that, but that's how people cope with it. They're like, it's my fault. I did it. Let's move on. They don't want to stay on that. But a vast majority of those cases don't get reported for that reason. A person will self blame themselves and never say nothing because I don't want to I don't want to ruffle the feathers, or it's my uncle, or it's my cousin. I don't want to ruffle the feathers. Hey, y'all got to excuse. I'm in a lounge, so people may be walking in, but like so the self blame is a coping mechanism. It's not a exemption of guilt. You try to place all the guilt on yourself, but you are not the person at fault. So that's one thing. A lot of them don't get reported. So we don't. The numbers that they're saying are even higher than what we actually got to go off of. But this is a crazy stat. I was digging. By the time a woman, just say all women in the world, by the time they reach 40, 25% of them will have been raped in their lifetime. 25%. 25%. So I got 2 daughters. I got my mama. I got sisters. I got female friends. Like, I got a lot of people. I got a lot of females that's in my life that'll be part of that number. 25%. 25%. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I wrote some notes down. The myth, well, not the myth, but the thing of rape, like, the barbarian breaking in your house and just raping you, that case still happens. But you wouldn't believe 44% of the women that's been raped said it was not by physical force. It's by psychological. He make you feel bad, or she make you feel bad, or he his actions. He stopped. It's all manipulative at the end of the day. It's like that's the core of it, manipulation. So manipulation is very strong, especially if someone whose mind strong, is well thought out. This manipulation, and the victim who's not aware of the manipulation at first, but becomes a victim of it. You find yourself just wanting to cater to this person because for whatever reason. But that can tie into that. That can tie into you like, well, just kind of let your guard down enough, and they're getting you in the right position. You're doing something that you didn't really want to do. That's using those tactics. So a lot of times it's not force. 44% of the time it's not force. That's a high number. But it's not saying it's not force, but it's not saying it's an agreement as well. It's not a person not saying, okay, I agree to, you still don't want to do it. It's just mentally they put the trick in your mind. So yeah. Okay. So what I really wanted to get into was the effects of rape. Like, after all this is taking place, what effects does it have on the psychological mind, your future going forward? However, and it was alarming. It is alarming. Like I mentioned before, self-blame is a coping mechanism. But that becomes the person's, and this is not every case, but that becomes a person's life. So they make excuses for everything and cope and blame themselves for it. The relationship feels, it's my fault. So, I gotta deal with myself. I gotta change myself. Or everything becomes their fault. No blame is ever placed elsewhere. It becomes their fault. They kind of take it in and, try to figure it out themselves. But when in actuality, you was a victim, and you never allow yourself time to grieve properly as a victim. You have to. Some women, males, they go through PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. That's people only think that only comes from people that have been in war. No way. No. Along with that, PTSD, anxiety, stress, depression, these people are easier to get to these points of stress, depression, anxiety. They get to those points easier, and it's hard for them to come off those points. when they haven't dealt with that main issue. Uh, Sleeping disorders, eating disorders, guilt, anger. It's a lot of different things that actually does that takes form in it. But it's sad. It's sad as a man, as a black man. Um, I have family members. I have a lot of people I know um, that have been in that situation. When they've been taken advantage of, or the innocence has been robbed from them. That it's terrible. It's terrible. And what we got to start looking at, starting with men first, is our mental health. Our mental health. If a man's not, if he growing up with these thoughts to do young women this way, that has to be addressed. We know how, if they get caught and they go to jail, how jail will address it. But what's a positive way to address it before you get there? Before you actually act on that, seek help first. Because look how much damage you're causing. This one person, all these issues I just read off, could just be one person could suffer from all these symptoms, all these, off of one rape. One rape can do them like this, make their life go into it, spawn into this terrible hell that they feel like they can't get out of, and they can't speak to nobody about it because they don't think nobody will listen, or maybe the person is very popular, or maybe the person is their uncle or their dad. It's terrible. So I think fixing this issue, for one, is bringing it to light, saying it. You are suffering and you need healing. That's the first step. But after that step, your healing is gonna come to you, because once you break, you let that free. It has to flow out after that. It has to. So men, yes, us. We gotta check ourselves. Our mental health. We got baby girls, and I can't imagine. I can't imagine it. And I think a lot of guys they're like that, they think of that in the same sense of their own people that being brutalized and coerced and tricked. We would take a different approach. I think that it'd be a totally different approach. I wanted to get on this, and it's more that I could elaborate on, but it would take the episode to probably close to an hour, and nobody want to listen that long. But rape is big. It's a big issue. It's a big deal for us. We gotta be mindful of one another. Healthy relationships. And our mental health. If we start checking ourselves at the root, it'll be a whole lot easier to deal with. But it's hard for a person to look in the mirror and be like, okay, your fault is this, and I need to work on that. It's hard to do that. No matter how much you want it done, it's hard to do that. But yeah, I've been absent on my page, from the Decibel Center. I've been doing this truck driving thing, trying to get my CDLs and get out here on the road. But this especially today, it was a confirmation that I need to say something. I'm not saying I'm gonna be the one. I'm not looking to Geraldo nobody and say, but I just can be voices, one of the voices that voice and speak out, because it's happening too much. It's happening too much. I can't see it. I can't see. I got a 13-year-old. Couldn't see it. Even if I didn't have kids, I couldn't see it. It's just too many your age and up consenting to do that. But again, you gotta look at it as a sickness. The person's not a sick person, but they have a sickness, and that sickness must be dealt with. The symptoms. You don't treat the symptoms. You treat the actual issue. You don't treat what you see on the outside, the surface. Okay, what's wrong with you inside? But yes, I feel like this was needed, important. Once again, thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for hanging with me. I'm all the way up in Burns Harbor, Indiana. If anybody know where that's at, come get me. It's cold, it's freezing. It's Christmas. We all up here. We trying to make the best of our time. Because everybody want to be home with loved ones, but we're here. We're here. So, thank you again, you guys, for listening. Anybody in that situation, be an ear for them. Don't force nobody to say nothing or talk, but be an ear for them, because I'm pretty sure they got something to say too. Again, God bless y'all. Keep rocking. 2019 almost here. It's a takeover year. We coming. All right. Y'all be blessed. DGD. Love y'all.